Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the gold tone banjo mute that I bought. So I ordered my gold tone AC5 with the resonator banjo. I bought it from banjoteacher.com, and on his website there's a couple little drop down things that you can add items to it, and one of them was the gold tone mute. And being experienced with playing other loud instruments in the house, I play the bagpipes as well, I understood the value of having something to quiet down the banjo, which is what I've always heard the banjo was kind of a loud, piercing instrument. So I figured, why not? Let me order one just on a lark. So I do find this very helpful. First place I find this very helpful is if you travel a lot and bring your banjo. So I don't travel a ton, but we do travel for vacations or have to go for weddings, other family, visit family. And if I can bring my banjo with me, I do, so I can practice some more. But in a hotel situation, or you don't want to have something, you don't want it to be so loud that the people in the rooms next to you are complaining about it. So I figured gold tone mute is going to be great for that. And it actually has helped. I've used it a couple times now in hotels, no complaints. Another reason this is very helpful is for if you have a wife at home, husband, other family members who want to actually do stuff while you're practicing. Either they're watching TV, they're trying to sleep, whatever it is. This is very helpful. So normally my wife doesn't mind the sound of the banjo when I'm playing full tunes. She can't stand it though when I'm focusing on those little parts of a tune and I'm just repeatedly going over that one part just to be able to get it. You know how that is when you're doing maybe some drop thumb. Things like that where it's just very repetitive, and when I'm working on it, 5-10 minutes, I'll be playing the same thing over and over again, and it drives her nuts. So that's another time when I will use the banjo mute. Other times I'll use it is when I wake up really early in the morning and she's still sleeping and I have some time to kill, so I figure, all right, let me go over some tunes I'm working on memorizing. Great for that, even though I am down the hall from our bedroom and I'm in my office. Doors closed to our bedroom, doors closed to my office, so it all helps. Alright, so for the sound comparisons, I'm going to be playing Cripple Creek, both clawhammer style and bluegrass or scrug style, so you guys can hear the differences with the mute and without. So I'm going to be playing it on my gold tone AC5 with the resonator on, so you can hear the difference. First up, this is Cripple Creek clawhammer style, no mute. And I am using my Kling Pro pick, frailing pick. Okay, so now I have the gold tone ultimate mute in place on my banjo, and let's hear how Cripple Creek clawhammer style sounds and compared to it without the mute. And I am using my frailing pick on my middle finger. Alright, so I hope you could hear how much quieter that sounded compared to the unmuted version. Okay, next up is bluegrass or scrug style. So I'm just using my 2 metal finger pricks and a plastic thumb pick. Again, no mute. I haven't practiced this song that much, so bear with me if I flub up a bit. clubbed up a few times still. All right, sorry about that. Next, let me put my finger picks on. I always mix up the index and the middle finger. And let's try the Scruggs style, bluegrass style. So metal finger picks on my fingers, plastic thumb pick. And again, I'm still learning this tune, so if I mess it up, bear with me. And there we go. Now, why did I get the gold tone and not one of the other mutes? Gold tone has this one called the Ultimate Mute, and they also have a other one, a different design one called the Ayuchi Mute. And honestly, the only reason I picked this one is because this was the one available on the little drop-down menu on banjoteacher.com. No other reason. So that's why I bought it. And since I've learned there's others, different types of banjo mute. There's a one called Mike's Banjo Mute that's easy, just kind of clamps onto the bridge. That looks a lot easier to use. So installing this is not a big deal. Let me show you a close-up. But basically we just take it. I like to use 2 fingers on it. And I just spread out the sides of it, put it on top of my bridge, hold the bridge in place so I don't have to move it, so it's not going to mess up my intonation, and then just slide it in. So here it is on the bass side all the way on. That's the drone string, that's the treble string. You can flip it the other way. Let me try it the other way, see how it works from the treble side. Alright, here's the drone string, and here's the treble side. Doesn't sound that much different to me, but I am a little hearing impaired, so if you guys watching, anyone can hear a difference, let me know down in the comments if you like it better, if you think it's better on the treble side or on the bass side, on the drone side. The one thing I would have to say about this is that it's a little difficult to grab onto because there's not really a good handle. That's, you know, after I tried this and used it a bunch of times, I was looking online at the Ayuchi mute that Gold Tone also sells. That one has a little handle on it, so I think that would be a lot easier to pop it on and off the bridge. It's not like this is impossible, but you do have to be a little bit more careful that your bridge doesn't move, doesn't get out of whack, because otherwise your intonation's going to be off. Or you're not a big deal, you just got to be a little bit more careful. The other banjo mute I saw, Mike's Banjo Mute, which just clips onto the bridge from the top, that seems a lot easier to use. But I have this one and I figured it's a mute. It does what it's supposed to do. I got to fiddle a little bit more. I'm not going to waste money. I'm not going to start a mute collection to test everything out. I'm not going to get an Ayuchi mute or or Mike's mute. But knowing what I know now, if I was shopping for a banjo mute, I'd probably go with either the Mike's or the Ayuchi mute. I do have to say though, this is pretty small and easy to bring with you when I travel. It just fits in my little pouch inside my on my banjo case that came with the Gold Tone. It's just a soft gig bag. And even for at home, I usually hang my banjo up on the wall and practice at my desk, and I just have this sitting in a little dish on my desk with all my banjo picks as well. Alright, so thank you. Hopefully this was an instructional video for somebody. If you had any questions, please leave them down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer as best I can. Again, I'm pretty new at this. I only started playing banjo back in June of 25, but I have been playing guitar since the 80s, so I'm not a complete newbie with this sort of stringed instruments. No means a professional though. So thank you so much. See you guys in the next video.